Good advice. Hang on to those receipts. Now we continue our team coverage on the weather as the flooding is now expected to be a major problem from South Buffalo to West Seneca and beyond into the South Towns. People are now preparing for the worst. 7 Eyewitness News reporters Hannah Buehler and Nima Shaffe are live in the South Towns with more.
Katie and Ed, local officials say they're just simply doing the best they can in terms of preparing for this next phase of this storm, which is disaster, and it is flooding here in the Lexington Green area. Of course, an area that has been hard hit by this type of flooding before. Areas of Buffalo Creek and Cazenovia Creek, there are parts that are completely at a standstill at this hour due to, of course, snow and ice and different sort of debris in those creek areas. Water extremely high in some parts, and we talked to town officials earlier today. Is flooding a real threat here?
Absolutely. I mean, we've been on guard all day. We've talked about it for the few days before this, and again, our preparedness is there. We are pulling in all the resources, and we're doing our very best.
We've been planning for the whole thing from the beginning, and we're doing the best we can to get all the resources available to supplement what we have now.
And both the National Guard and Air Force is here in West Seneca. They're working on snow removal and, of course, preparing for this next phase, which is flooding in this area. And joining me now is Nima Shaffe from our sister station in Detroit. He's been speaking with residents in this Lexington Green area, an area that's been very hard hit.
And indeed, Hannah, these people here in this area along the street of Lexington Green in West Seneca are bracing, are actually rather praying for the best, but bracing for the worst tonight. This, of course, a look at Buffalo Creek here that lines so many homes along Lexington Green here in West Seneca. You see there on your screen, it is at a standstill. The water there rising ever so closely as more and more ice pack gets into that creek. Tonight, talking with the residents, they are asking for your prayers. They too preparing.
Our family's just stressed out. There's a lot of stress going on in our family right now.
That stress is all because of a creek in your backyard.
Not just the creek, the lake effect. Now I'm thinking about the lake effect and global warming and this happening more often and more frequently. I'm worried about it.
Hannah, the resident that I talked with, Joseph McNicka, worried about not only this flooding and the potential for it, but also global warming, bringing up a very important factor. And tonight on 7 Eyewitness News at 11, for everyone at home, we will speak with Pat Murphy, the general of the New York State National Guard. He talks about how they are bringing in the resources necessary to help so many families here. And that, of course, a one-on-one with General Pat Murphy tonight on 7 Eyewitness News at 11.
And that's it for us here in West Seneca. For Nima Shaffe, I'm Hannah Buehler. Back to you.